get this right. Or just okay. Okay, wait. All right.
Oh no. What's
So
happened? What's happened? Are we all even on the stage?
yeah, we're in the stage.
Are we? Are we there? Hello. Hello.
Is it me you're looking for?
I can see it in your eyes. Oh, and then Siri wants to talk.
Siri, what is it? Okay.
Uh, let's try again. Oh goodness. Undo.
Okay.
This
So
is called sleepy.
very sleepy. And
We haven't started and we're doing. Nope.
these are technical difficulties we don't expect to have.
Sorry for the technical difficulties that we are sharing with you right now. And we're live on all platforms. Welcome. It's all good. Listen,
Yeah, it is.
because guess what? That's hello.
Sleepy.
Hello.
Sleepy.
Welcome
Sleepy.
to conversing and relating.
Old folks version.
No, sir, I will not claim that. I'm one of your co-hosts, April Autumn Sparks here.
Life coach Jay Hughes, and
He is sleeping.
I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy.
The struggle is real. I don't know if I should let you have wine today.
That should wake me up.
No,
Yes.
it doesn't work that way.
It works for me that way.
Whatever.
But I'm saying it should wake me up. Shout out to Joe Beasy in the house.
Hello.
How we doing, sir? Thank you for tuning in.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one. That's serious.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. So, welcome to another show. And today, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I hope y'all heard what we're talking about. You know, I made that funny little dramatic with almost like the Young and the Restless music in the background.
Yeah.
I liked it. I hope some people liked it, but
It was very dramatic.
it was very dramatic. It was
very
meant
dramatic.
to be, but today, you know, we're kind of having that kind of conversation. The chemistry or the chaos in relationships.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
always get it wrong though.
No, that's pretty close.
It's pretty close.
When
What-
chaos feels like chemistry. That's what it is.
Okay, it was close.
When chaos feels like chemistry. See, the reason we chose this topic today is because a lot of people are in relationships or been in relationships, and there's been a lot of chaos. But at first, they were looking at it like it's chemistry,
Like this.
right? Yeah. The old butterflies and stomach and all this other stuff. So they were just, doing the most and not realizing that they are looking at red flags and looking at warning signs that are telling them, hey, this ain't what you think it is.
No.
Yeah.
At all. But before we get all into that, we're going to do a warm up. I mean, stretch a little bit,
Shout out to,
figuratively speaking.
mentally stretch.
Yeah, because
Yes.
you need to.
Yeah, I do because I'm sleepy. Shout out to my cousin.
Hey, Davey.
She said, Grandma Bessie is listening too. That's my twin out in Huntsville, Alabama.
She said, wake up, Deborah. Love it. Hey, Grandma.
That looking a day over 60.
Yay. So I want to give a shout out to a couple of people because yesterday I spoke at the Well Women's Retreat. Remember?
Yeah.
I went and I spoke with a wonderful group of women. Shout out to each and every one of you. Shout out to the coordinators, Danica Dove and Miss Chrissy. Yes, so I have some wonderful things and people to shout out. Look, and I always try to do this without glasses. So because I'm not trying to say I'm old, because I'm not.
You're not.
I'm young,
Right.
and if I did not include so Miss Crystal Campbell with Divine Self Care. She was one of the coordinators of this event. I'm giving a shout out to her and her man. She will get you right. Remember, she's a massage therapist,
Oh yeah.
and she also does body activation or body shaping. Go on out there, check her out.
Yeah.
So Divine Self Care, all platforms. Yes, no, Divine Body SC. Sorry. Then there was a Touch of Pizzazz Salon, which is owned by Danica Dove. You may wonder why I keep playing with my hair, because she does my hair.
I was gonna say because it's yours and it's real.
Yeah,
It's real.
she's been doing my hair for a little bit now, and because she styles and does all the things, and
Right,
so shout
right.
out to her, and she was one of the coordinators. Oh, baby, I'm concerned, but we're gonna be all right.
Think about it.
He's under the shade. I'm not. So yes. So also, Miss Marie, she is a transformational body coach, and she does Purple Rain, which does body transformation. It was so wonderful meeting her. Y'all don't know how scared I am. Javon's over there like, whatever,
It does
whatever.
look like death outside.
It does. It does. And then I met this wonderful doctor. Her name is Dr. Desiree McGee. She was the one that talked about menopause. Yeah, and all the hormones that we feel. So we did the mind body connection. So I talked about the mind, mental health, all of those things. And she talked about the body. Amazing. So, and her brand or her company is Vivify Wellness. So check her out. Wonderful. And then last but not least, no, it's not last. I'm sorry. Evolving and Emerging You. She gave me some skincare, baby, that we're going to try out.
Okay.
On the,
You got to get you a good skincare routine if you're a guy.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So Fatima, she told me how to say it, right? Because there's more syllables in there, but whatever. She was like, touch my skin. Go ahead, touch it. She uses shea butter every day, all day. I thought you love my skin.
I do.
My skin was sandpaper.
Wow.
Compared to this woman.
That says a lot.
That says a whole lot. And I have smooth skin, y'all. It don't just look good if I'm sorry. But anyway, Fatima, she had Evolving and Emerging You. Check her out. She's on Instagram as well. And last but not least, the gentleman who hosted in his space, which is Dr. Monty Allen of New Power Chiropractics. And this man, amazing. We're going.
Okay.
We're not doing the joint anymore. Because he really understands the alignment of the mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual, along with all the chakras and all of that. It was amazing. His face is just gorgeous too. So, shout out to Dr. Monty. Thank you all so much. It was a wonderful experience. And if you all are looking for more, there'll be more. And we will do more. Hey y'all. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. So that was all the things. I'm sorry, babe. I had to get shout outs.
You're good.
Yeah, and I'm
still
God might be like, you ain't good because these dark clouds, if y'all can see the dark, they're like
it does,
right over there.
It does look deathly
right there.
Going that way.
Right.
However, we'll get into it. We'll jump into it real quickly.
We're going to be.
All right. So we're talking about chaos in relationships.
This is kind of appropriate.
Because there's chaos that way?
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Lord.
Stop looking back.
I'm sorry.
Stop looking back. All right. So chaos, when chaos feels like chemistry, right? So have you ever mistaken intimacy or intensity for intimacy?
Yes.
Right? Or thought that the chaos in your relationship was just passion?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, girl, he just loved me. Notice he crazy. He crazy.
Well, a lot of times when people enter into relationships, when things are first starting out, they get a rush of drugs.
Yeah,
That's what Dr. Lynn, I think she is a doctor now, but Lynn Toller would say, you want drugs the first couple of months
yeah,
when you get into a relationship, right?
right,
There's dopamine, which is the feel good and reward chemical, right? And so it's the one that's responsible for all the excitement that you have. Mm, yeah. Then there's oxytocin. It's the bonding hormone that happens between two people, and it deepens the connection between folks. Serotonin. Now, you guys may have heard about serotonin. Serotonin is something that people talk a lot about when it's about balancing your mood. So if you are engaging in a new relationship and this person seems to balance you out, you
yeah.
probably are like,
Serotonin. Yeah.
Okay. Norepinephrine. I can never say that
You
right.
said it right. You did
Okay.
good.
And it's the adrenaline, the rush,
Right.
the spark.
Sounds like a bad novel, but
You know what?
yeah.
I told you drama. This one I can never say right. Phenethylamine. Basically, it's the natural high, right? That
Right.
we get. It makes it feel so euphoric.
Right.
And then the testosterone and estrogen, which drives the sexual desire for each
Okay.
other. Okay?
All right.
Yeah.
So all these things happen when we meet somebody that we think we like.
Right.
But they happen after we meet somebody that we think we like, and they continue on, and they kind of lead us to be blind about some things in some cases.
Most definitely.
I want to take to a poem if we can. This is one of the poems that we constantly go to, and bring this up right quick. It's called There's a Hole in My Sidewalk, The Romance of Self-Discovery. We use this poem a lot in our practice because it highlights the self-discovery of you, right? And it also romances the self-discovery that you're going to find out about yourself along your journey. If you notice, there's a road and 1, 2, 3, 4 and stuff like that. And so I want to just go over it right quick. So again, when you hear this poem, I want you to think about your life, what's going on with you, all the things that you've been through, so forth and so forth, right? Think about family, friends, siblings, parents, all that stuff, right? Intimate relationships, which is definitely what we're focusing on, right? Think about past girlfriends, past boyfriends, current potentials, right? Situationships, husbands, wives. Think about all that when we look at this poem, right? All right, so part 1 says there's 5 parts. Part 1 says, I walk down the street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in, I'm lost, I'm helpless. It isn't my fault. It takes forever to find a way out. Part 2 says, I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I still don't see it. I fall in again. I can't believe I'm in the same place. It isn't my fault. It still takes a long time to get out. Part 3 says, I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it there. I still fall in. It's habit. It's my fault. I know where I am. I get out immediately. Part 4 says, I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I walk around it.
Part 5?
Part 5 says, and the reason that's blacked out because the picture is actually bigger than what it is, but part 5 actually just simply says, I walk down a different street.
Yeah.
All right? So, thinking about where you are as it relates to relationships. We're talking about relationships today, right? Relationships with partners, potential partners, past partners, your choice in relationships, all the above. When it comes to relationships, and the people you choose, the people you've been married to, everything else, where do you see yourself on this poem?
You know, a lot of people like to say that they're walking down a different street. And I laugh. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. But that's optimistic.
Optimistic,
And
very.
when people are sitting in the chair across from me, I then ask, so why are we here?
Right.
And that's okay. That's okay. And I think people feel like there's shame in being anywhere on this journey, because it definitely is a journey, right? Most people are in the middle, squarely.
Number 3.
Number 3, habitual behavior. Habitual line.
Habitual line step on. Yeah. Yeah. Because we don't want to admit that we do have known and unknown habits.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And the known and unknown habits that we have stimulate or derive from 1 and 2.
Yes.
If we look at 1, we simplified it. We said the problem or behavior. I walk down the street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in. I'm lost. I'm helpless. It isn't my fault. It takes forever to find a way out. That's the problem.
Or it's a maladaptive behavior that someone has given you.
Right.
Right? We talk about, you call it generational habits.
Right. Generational habits.
Right?
Right.
And so it's a maladaptive behavior that someone has passed down to you.
Right. That you've picked up, whether knowingly or unknowingly.
Intentionally or unintentionally.
Right.
Yep.
So, again, we're talking about why people get stuck at number 3. Number 2 says denial or hypervigilance.
That's my favorite.
Man, number 2, listen. Number 2 puts you really in there. Number 2 puts you in there because we act like we don't do number 2 at all.
That sounds crazy.
We act like we just skip over 2 and go to 3.
Right.
While denying part 1. And, we definitely don't. We don't mention part 2. We
I don't even think we mention part 1 either. We just
3 all day. I walk. 2 says denial or hypervigilance. I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I still don't see it. I fall in again. I can't believe I'm in the same place. It isn't my fault. It takes so long. It takes a long time to get out.
So there's no accountability in there. Like the first time that something happens, oh, okay.
Right.
All right. Yeah. Cool. We good.
Right.
But you came back again. You're on the same street.
Same street.
You're doing the same thing. You can see, unless you are in denial or you're so busy looking for other problems, issues, circumstances, and situations that you don't see the real problem that's in front of you.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah. And then you get to number 3. And by the time you get to number 3, you're just now realizing, if at all, that you're a habit. What you're doing has a habit.
Right.
Right? I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it there. I still fall in. It's habit. It's my fault. I know where I am. I'm going to leave that I get out immediately right there. I'm gonna leave that.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that right there. Right?
Because it's not until you make a choice to do something different when you're trying not to fall in the hole, number 4,
right,
that you actually get out immediately. Because most of the time we're comfortable in 3.
Yeah.
That's comfort.
Yeah. The habitual behavior is, especially if nobody's calling us out on it, it's comfortable. You keep getting that same guy.
You keep getting that same girl. Just a different face and a different name.
Right. Same traits.
Yep.
Same stuff you look for. And you're thinking that it's going to change and be different because it's not the same person. But then you realize, if you look down the line, all the guys and girls that you have talked to that did not work out were pretty much the same.
What I love about line 3 is the thing that most people hate.
Which is what?
Accountability.
Ooh.
It's me.
It's a bad word.
It's me.
That is a bad word.
I did it. It's me.
You just cussed on TV.
I know I did. Don't.
They're going to block us for
They
you cussing on
are, 'cause
TV.
I cussed. I apologize. But that's accountability is a thing.
Right.
It is definitely a thing that folks try to get around. It was everybody. It was them.
Right.
They knew what I wanted, but you stayed.
Right. Right.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah. No, that's basically what it is. So when we take a look at that poem,
Mhm.
the first thing we're going to talk about is why toxic relationships can feel addictive and or exciting.
Mm. Well, we talked about all of those chemicals first. So let's talk about the chemicals. We talked about the chemicals. And those chemicals make you feel like, oh my gosh, this person is not, they've done what no one else has done. This feels so different and new and stars and light and all of the things.
Right.
So you're getting that chemical rush that feeds that, kind of like when you do a drug. That's why Judge Lynn would say, you want drugs for the first 6 months.
Right. Yeah.
You're on drugs.
You got to prove yourself.
Right.
Yeah. Takes about a year.
Yeah. It takes about a year. And people don't.
They don't like that. They don't like that. Takes about a year to really
365 days
of consistently dealing with somebody, and you got to be open.
That's
and you got to be honest. And you got to be vulnerable.
Okay, so first you said consistent.
Consistently.
Then you said, and you got to be honest.
Got to be honest.
Then you said, and you got to be vulnerable.
Got to be vulnerable.
And you got to be open.
Open. Yeah.
Anything else?
It's some more, but those four.
That's enough. Yeah. That's overwhelming. I know some people like, woo chat.
Before you can honestly see if you like the person who you claim you like, you claim you want to be with. But what do?
Meet the representative.
Meet the representative, and then be like, oh, he good. I love him. He good. He do for me.
Now, I'm not gonna deny that love is love. Love is a amalgamation. I love that word, by the way. It's an amalgamation of emotions and all of those things. You can have love. You can have love for somebody and they stay over there.
Right. let me put it this way. Aunties, sometimes you love your nieces and nephews, but you drop their bad ass back off at their mom and daddy house.
You love them from afar.
I love you for the next 6 hours because auntie got to go do something afterwards.
All right.
Right.
We got auntie business.
We got auntie business. Right.
So yeah, that.
Now we equate certain things with, oh, it could happen quickly. We're not saying that when you meet somebody and you're vibing with them, that an actual connection can't happen authentically.
We ain't talking about connection though.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
We are not talking about connection. But again, okay, so on these drugs, I'm just going to say it that way. While you're on these drugs, there are certain psychological hooks that can happen. Trauma bonding.
My favorite.
That also that intermittent reinforcement that some people do. It's like, I'm double dutch.
Yeah. Double dutching in your relationship, in your life.
I'm out.
I'm here till Wednesday. I'm gone.
Right. And then I'm going to ghost you for a couple of days and then I'll be back.
Yeah. They're only available when they want to be available. Right?
Look, Monday through Tuesday, midnight to 6 a.m. No.
The last one, love bombing. Love bombing. You guys have heard this term before, right? Love bombing. Just like trauma bonding. Let me go back to trauma bonding.
Yeah, go back to trauma bonding.
I got to go back to trauma bonding.
I'm trying not to sip, but it's hard. But
some of y'all have not bonded with the person in the relationship that you're with beyond the hidden traumas that you have yet to tell them or deal with. And the reason you bonded with them because you don't know they're going through the same thing. They have the same, very similar trauma.
Right.
You hurt people. right? Remember that?
Mm,
Hurt people also know what other hurt people look like.
right.
Healed people also know what other healed people look like. Beyond the scope of the healed people who think they can rescue the hurt people who haven't rescued themselves first.
I would then question if you're healed, if you still rescue it.
If you still try to rescue people and you think you're healed, you're still trauma bonding. Because now you got to put on the cape.
Yep.
Let me save her.
Let me say them.
Dun, da, da, da. Trauma bonding.
Super Negro. I'm sorry.
And her trauma, or his trauma, is they want to be saved. They like playing the victim while telling you they're not a victim.
It's a lot of that.
It's a lot of it. Love bombing. I love you. I love you. All day. I love you.
I'm going to give you, because, people, I like giving the real definition because some people like to, mess it up and say, oh, he love bombing. Oh, let me give it to you.
No.
Love bombing is a psychological and relational manipulation tactic where someone showers another person with excessive attention, affection, and praise very early or intensely in order to gain control, trust, or emotional dependence.
People can love bomb you with acts of service.
Oh my goodness.
People can love bomb you with their words. People can love bomb you with their actions. It's just big tidal wave of focusing on you and loving on you. You think that sounds good. That's what I want. But you're not realizing it's toxic.
Yeah.
It's toxic.
Very.
So all of this brings me to my first question.
Yes.
I want to hear from you guys. Have you ever confused butterflies with warning signs?
Why did Michael Jackson go off in my head?
You give me butterflies. Give me flying so high in the sky. I want to butterfly.
Or do you give me warning signs? Woo, woo.
Yeah, that should. You give me warning signs. That should be a new song right there.
We could make that.
Somebody make that song. You give me warning signs, not butterflies. Right into the Alicia Keys song, like the Alicia Keys tone. Anyway, how many of you guys ever confused butterflies with warning signs? I don't know if I had butterflies. I would say I did. I was feeling somebody until she hit me with the, there's millions in the bank. You could have been over there. Da, 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 da.
So, I'm not gonna look. You act like you've been perfect your whole life. I have not. Look, I have done some questionable things, and I appreciate y'all allowing me to be human
been questionable
in this space. I have. Listen. Oh my gosh. I'm beklemmt. Yeah. And you don't feel it here. Let me be clear. For some people, they feel it in other areas of their body.
Yeah.
Oh, you fine.
Yeah.
Oh, she fine. Oh, they,
Yeah.
Butterflies.
Never JJ wake up.
Right.
There's a tingling in your pingling. For guys.
And you're pingling.
And you're pingling.
So it's that feeling, and some people don't stop to think about it. They just like, okay. Let me refresh y'all's memory. And I'm not talking bad about anyone. You remember the light-skinned guy with the beautiful eyes that was in prison?
Oh, yeah, the gangster crib in prison. Everybody was like, oh, he can get it. He can get it. He can kill me any day.
I'll take him. And he got a whole modeling career after that. Like, it was, dude is famous now and making cash. And I'm not mad at it. I'm not
mad at the women.
I'm not even mad at that. I'm not mad at anyone. What I'm saying is that's like, you look at someone, it's like a flat presentation of just them. Maybe they smiling on the picture or whatever, and that's all you see. And you're like, ooh. And you don't investigate.
I'm going to need to have his baby.
No, ma'am. You need to do some investigation. that should make you curious. I hate to should people, I really do, but it is a thing that maybe curiosity goes off in your head, like, wow, I'm feeling something. Let's be curious about this feeling and why.
Right.
Instead of, oh, I'm feeling something. Let me go give them some.
Guys ain't no better. They were trying to pay bills on the first week. I can pay your bills, girl. What's happening? What you doing later on? Come get some money from daddy. What?
Listen, yeah, that's the thing. It's a thing. I mean, there are social network followings on these very things that we are talking about. And listen, if that's your thing, but if you're looking to have healthy engagement with people, you might want to look at that a little differently. So, yeah.
Okay, I definitely want to hear from the audience. Have you ever confused butterflies with warning signs? Have you ever been in a situation where you thought you liked somebody and you felt it in your spirit?
No, not
the spirit. Felt it in your soul. And then 6 months to a year later, or however many years later, before it took you to wake up, you were like, "This ain't it.
What am I doing?
This ain't it.
How did I get on Skid Row?"
Right? Why am I panhandling for change? I don't understand.
Anyway, okay. So next question, I'm guessing. So, what's one moment that made you question if this was love or something else? Something else.
Listen, there's a lot of times that in my previous relationships, I was just like, it's got to be something else. It's just got to be. It's got to be something else. Because this love don't look, feel, smell, act. This ain't love. This is tolerance.
Oh, you better say that again.
This is tolerance.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I think we tolerate a lot of things. Like, you and I have had this conversation several times where a previous person, we were talking and the jealousy meter was out of there. And I'm not a jealous person.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, and so I just live life. I'm just going along and doing my thing, and I talk to people because I'm real social and whatever. And we went to Academy of all places to get something, and look, probably some fishing lures.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, and they were like, "I saw you looking at the sales clerk." I mean, I was talking to them, so I have to look at them. Should I look at my shoes?
He did try to check us out, like
right. What should I do?
He was checking us out.
And in that conversation, I was like, "Nah,
this ain't it.
This ain't it.
This ain't it.
I can't do that." So some people might have said, maybe you could have a cup. No, that is a behavior.
I was about to say that.
That was consistently
right,
and it wasn't going to change.
Because mine was, I came to her with the conversation, and I was like, "Hey, can I talk to you about something?" And she was like, "Yeah, sure." And I was like, "Hey, I was at your house, and beautiful house, by the way, smells good. Glad you keep it clean." Right on for that. However, the reason I left was because X, Y, and Z, and I felt X, Y, and Z. And I just wanted to talk to you about it, because if we're going to be, with each other, can you at least pretend to like me or something,
No, I'm sitting up pretending.
Can you do something, So she got mad, and she's like, the conversation ended with, "I got millions in the bank. I could have had you at the penthouse in New York. You could have been doing this and doing that." And I'm like, but when are we going to address what I was feeling? Like what I was talking about? Like when are we going to talk about the thing that I was calling you about originally?
Your money does not buy happiness. But whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe for some people. Some people have told me, yes, I could be fine with millions. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Listen,
We'll continue to process through that.
Yeah. So while we're dealing with that, and we're talking about that even more so, we're gonna switch gears a little bit, and we're gonna look at stuff that maybe people miss when they first meet somebody. I'm saying maybe to try to give them benefit of the doubt that they probably did miss it, or they ignored it.
Right.
Okay. But we want to take because people use this all the time, right? Especially toxic people, men and women. Red flags. That's another cuss word.
Flag on the play.
Like they're walking around football with red flags,
Exactly.
with a whistle, like
flag on the play.
She don't do the dishes. Just flag up. She don't do dishes. Kids is bad as hell. So what you want? So there's a difference between having red flags in your relationship when you first meet somebody that you should obviously see, right? But because you're stuck in number 3 on the poem, you ain't gonna see it. You're not gonna see it. Then there's rough patches, rough times. You ever wonder why your grandparents and great-grandparents were married for so long? You think it was all blissfulness? They had a lot of rough patches, right?
And there is definitely a difference in red flags,
right,
and rough patches.
Listen.
Yes.
Let's just talk about the definition of red flags and rough patches.
Okay.
All right. So red flags basically equals warning signs.
Right.
When you're dating somebody or you're trying to date somebody, you should be looking for obvious warning signs. Now, for the most part, everybody's red flags are different, right? But in generalization, you have to understand what red flag is. Red flag is not just some simple stuff that you don't like or you're not comfortable with or whatever, or as the young people say, it's just weird. I hate they say that.
Yeah.
But red flags are warning signs. These are patterns or behaviors that signal deeper issues, right? Disrespect or potential harm in a relationship. They are often consistent and may get worse over time.
So if we go back to the jealousy situation, that wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
There was nothing.
Red flag.
Flag on the play.
Red flag.
And stop.
I knew she was going to do it. That's why I did it.
So I gave the person 2 times.
Right.
On the 3rd time, they were out.
Right.
Out. Out. I couldn't do it anymore.
Right.
I was just like, no, we're not going to do this.
Yeah, no.
We're not going to do that.
No.
Because it was habitual behavior.
Right.
Every time. It didn't matter. So the only way that our relationship was going to work is if I moved with him in the middle of nowhere. And that wasn't going to work for me.
And you stuck to him like a shadow every time you went out.
But then he'd be
dressed like a nun
with me because the bears are looking at me or the deers are looking at me or somebody's looking at me.
Got these goddamn wood bears looking at you like you a piece of meat. Thought I told you to cover everything up. Yeah.
So, anyway.
Yeah.
That was not going to change.
Mine was a different person, but mine was this. Every time you go out of town, you doing something. Every time you go, I'm like, first of all, I'm going to see my mom. Let's just get that out of the way. Second of all, I told your goofy ass to come on with me, but you couldn't. You chose not to.
But if you go out of town, you usually are going to choose. I'm sorry. That makes no sense to me.
I'm going to go see my mom.
But no, even if you're not going to see your mom, if you go out of town, typically you're going to do something. You're going to visit someone or hang out or whatever.
But that terminology was, for her, was like, you're going to go do somebody. You with somebody. I'm with but I'm answering the phone every time. Every time you call. In fact, I called you. Why you ain't answer the phone? But I'm with somebody. I tell my mama, you said, hey, you on speakerphone. So you can look stupid. Habitual. Red flag.
So rough patches are different. Rough patches equal challenges that arise normally in the normal progression of relationships, right?
Right.
All relationships go through them as well,
Right.
right? Mm.
What? You gotta
I'm
say
gonna
it.
tell you,
Okay.
a rough patch is typically situational, temporary, and resolvable through mutual effort.
Mutual effort needs to be highlighted. Flashing lights.
You saw me, mutual.
Mutual effort.
Mutual.
Mutual effort. Rough patches take both of you to get out of,
Right.
to make it through, right? You come into a rough patch. Some white people say, we're just in a rough spot right now.
Truth.
Just in a rough spot right now.
I remember the thing that what made me pause is because we had a couples session that we did together with another couple, and we were not in a great space. We were having
A
a
rough
rough
patch.
patch.
Yeah.
We were
Was
having
this
a real one.
Miami?
DMV.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so we were. Oh, I forgot Miami.
Yeah. I was about to say, I thought it was Miami.
Again, we've been going through transitions in life. Like, this has been a very interesting year full of transitions.
Growth. Growth
It's a lot of
yeah.
and growth. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Growth causes that.
Yeah.
Grief.
Yeah.
Loss.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So anyway, we were having a rough spot, but we were like, we are professional. We will show up and we will do what we're doing.
Do our job.
And, you were very human and was like, I don't like her right now,
Yeah.
but I love her.
Yeah.
And I am committed to doing blah, 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 blah. You were trying to say to them the same thing. If you are in love with your partner, you will work mutually together to resolve the issues throughout all of life's transitions.
Yeah.
In the same way, that is what a rough patch is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what a rough patch is.
You might want to push them out the car while it's in motion.
Yeah.
But if you turn around and go get them, you still love them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got to be human about that.
Yeah.
Because you can't say in a relationship that I'm not mad at this person. I'm not upset at this person.
You'd be lying to
I'm
yourself.
not angry, just extremely angry with this person. But is it temporary? Is it something that we can work through?
Yeah.
Right? Is it something that we can get through together? Can I go through my anger and then come down back to the reality and have the conversation to see what we can do about why I'm angry, why she's angry, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Especially in our profession, yeah, we had to be professional, come in, but we still gave the humanity to our clients at that moment to show them, like, listen, even though we're helping you and guiding you through this process as your life coach, as your therapist, we still have issues too. We're not on here just everything's fine and, looking like Children of the Corn, the black version.
Like Children of the Corn.
Just like nothing's wrong, no emotions, just, stoic in here. We're telling you, at least I was telling you, because again, as a therapist, if I don't humanize and if she doesn't humanize what you're going through by showing you, yeah, me too, us too, right? Then you'll think and you'll have in your head that they have it all figured out.
We're not perfect.
Right.
One of the things that I was telling someone, I said, therapists need therapists too.
Right.
We may have the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, but it is different when you are trying to apply that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to your own relationship. It doesn't work that way.
Right.
Right. And so you may have a base knowledge, but there are things that need help with processing and understanding and navigating. So, yeah. Rough patch.
Rough patch. So let me show and pull this up right quick. I want to give you guys a difference on how to tell the difference between a rough patch and a red flag. If you look at the left side where it says frequency, willingness to change, safety, power dynamic and impact. Let's look at the red flag column. Red flag with frequency means it's a repeated pattern.
Habitual.
Always gonna happen.
We still in 3, man.
Still in 3. But if you go to rough patch, it's a temporary issue. Kind of like the storm cloud, right?
So it's something that you can definitely grow from.
Right.
You can learn from, right? It's a lesson involved.
Right. Now, red flag under willingness to change looks like denial, blame, and manipulation.
I ain't do that.
Right.
What you mean?
Nah. It's your fault I was out there doing what I was doing. Because you made me do. If you had did what you supposed to do, if I had my Cheerios on time, right?
I love you, but I just do her.
Right.
That manipulation from Eddie Murphy, that's crazy. But anyway.
Rough patch means accountability and growth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Safety under red flags.
There is none.
Yeah, there's nothing.
There's no safety.
Under red flags feels emotionally or physically unsafe. If anything about what you're going through or what you're dealing with your partner, with the person you're trying to partner with the potential, right? Red flag.
Right.
Emotionally unsafe.
All right.
Physically, mentally unsafe. Spiritually.
You're not aligning.
Right.
Let's just go ahead and call it spade a spade. You're not aligning.
But if it's a rough patch, that means it feels emotionally off, but not unsafe.
The difference is, like we say this a lot, be comfortable with uncomfortability, right? Because if you're growing and stretching, it might feel a little difficult.
Yeah.
Right? But it's not unsafe. There's a difference.
Right.
There is definitely a difference.
And I want you guys to, especially with safety, because women nowadays
sometimes
weaponize it and can't tell the difference between a rough patch of feeling emotionally off versus really feeling unsafe. Because to them, everything's unsafe.
Now, I'm not saying that anyone, man, woman, child, anyone should be subject to abuse.
Right.
That's not what we're talking about.
Right.
But really defining what safety and what unsafe looks like for you.
Right.
That's really important.
Right.
Which goes to the next one. Power dynamics.
Red flag is one-sided control or dominance. This is through emotionality, spirituality, mental, and physical. Right? One-sided.
Yep.
Is one-sided. Even if it's you. In reverse. That reverse Uno, fuck.
Yeah.
If you feel yourself being dominant.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
And where there's not equity.
Right.
Equity in the relationship, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah,
so let me move on.
We ain't going to do that.
Right.
Rough patch means mutual effort, shared responsibility. Mutual effort means mutual effort. Means both of you guys at the same time are putting in the effort and sharing the responsibility of the relationship as its entirety. It's not just one person's responsibility. While we do have individual roles and assignments and whatever that you have established for your own relationship, it's still the both of you guys' responsibility for the relationship as a whole.
Right.
You can't sit back and say, well, I did my part if your part wasn't just sitting back. Right? If your part involved more than just sitting back, but you just sat back because, oh, I'm a woman, he's a man, he got it. If you overdid what you were supposed to do as a man by the dynamics and how you set it up, and you're doing and they're not doing, or she's doing and you're not doing, you're not sharing the responsibility of the entire relationship. The relationship is both of you guys' responsibility. Even when starting out and getting to understand people and date people and see who's your person, you got to understand and see if they're going to share the responsibility of the entire relationship and what that looks like.
And power dynamics will show up early. If you pay attention,
Yeah.
you will. That should have been the thing at the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
Power dynamics and what this person believes about the dynamics and the power in the relation, the distribution.
Right. Impact. You feel drained, small, unsafe, and silenced. That's a red flag.
Silent.
Yeah. Men, if you are silent in a relationship, that's a red flag.
That's a huge red flag. That's a huge red flag.
If you feel like your emotions don't matter, if you feel like nobody's listening to you, nobody's seeing you, hearing you, that's a red flag. And you will see that in the beginning because the selfish people will show you. Ladies, same thing. If you don't feel like you're being heard, seen, or understood, and you're explaining it to the best of your ability, and they still make you feel silenced or drained or small, belittled, or unsafe, it's a red flag.
That's a definite problem.
However, Rough Patch says you feel changed, but you still feel challenged, but you still feel seen and valued. We have to understand that this is why we put this up, because here's a good one. Sometimes we want to say it's a red flag just because it makes us feel uncomfortable. When it really is, your partner, your potential partner, or your husband or wife is actually just challenging you in your current position. And what they're challenging is, are you really doing, or is what you're really doing working for right now? But see, when they do that, sometimes we feel like it's a red flag because I feel small, I feel unsafe, I feel silenced. Right. But really what it is, you just feel uncomfortable because you're being challenged.
Be curious about that. That's right? The question. You got to be curious.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So let's go to another question because this stuff is getting even more deep.
Deeper.
Have you ever made excuses for someone's behavior that hurts you? There it is.
You know, they come from a rough family. They had a tough upbringing. They didn't have two parents.
You know, her mama was on drugs. You know, she just grew up in that environment, so she got to be rough. She's got to be rough.
These are the excuses that we accept. And we continue to get the same behavior. We accept it because we think we're going to be the difference. I had to say that. We're going to be the difference. They're not. I can help. I can help change them.
She just need a good man out of life, you know. I know she throw pots and pans, but I've been pretty good at ducking and dodging lately. You know, we've been working on my swing lately. But excuses. What excuses have you guys made for someone else's behavior in the past? All right. I want you guys to answer that for yourselves or answer it in the chat because, listen, we've all done it. I've definitely made excuses for bad behavior that I've received from somebody I was trying to date in the past.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Military socialist. I'm just saying, like, I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if people are answering on Facebook or TikTok or any other place.
They might be answering
because I just saw a TikTok thing run across the screen.
They might be answering.
But yeah, there are things that people do and say, and you're like, oh, you know, it's okay though. It's all right because you know I can handle it. I was made for this. God made me for them. Did he though?
Really?
He told you that?
Is that what's happening in real life?
Okay. Well, all right.
Yeah.
If that's what you feel, I'm not gonna challenge you on that, but sometimes.
Sometimes. But other times we make excuses because we really know that we shouldn't be dealing with what we're dealing with
At all.
from this person.
Or from anybody.
Right.
From anybody.
Yeah.
So,
Like that, I mean, that includes family, that includes friends, that includes, you know, mother, father, uncle, auntie, whatever, right?
yeah. Mhm.
Whatever relationship dynamic you have, we make excuses for stuff that, and allow behavior to us because we think we can save them, we think we deserve it,
Mhm.
and we really don't want to let this person go.
We'd rather save them instead of save ourselves.
Mm,
Next question.
that hurt. What's one behavior you've normalized that might actually be harmful?
I really want to hear from the folks.
Yeah, it's 5 people in here. It's 5 people in here. What's one behavior you normalized that might actually be harmful? I normalized back in the day just verbal abuse, like accepting verbal abuse. Yeah, because I felt like I deserved it. You know,
Why did you deserve it?
I don't know. I wasn't being good at the time, so you know, a good person. So yeah, they can verbally abuse me every now and then. I get it. You know, I know where it comes from. It wasn't. It was unacceptable behavior, but it happened.
Right.
Right. Mr. DeLon says isolation.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man,
Yeah.
listen. That isolation.
Men and women do it.
If people got to call you and say, "Man, I ain't heard from you in a while. What happened? Where you at? You got your little girlfriend? You done moved on? So what's up?" Isolation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Men and women. I can't do nothing without him. We just together all the time. You lose your complete identity in that person.
That's
Right.
not the point.
Right.
To lose your identity has never been the goal.
I think one of the things that people will justify, and you said it earlier, which is jealousy. Oh, that just means he liked me a lot. No, that's not what that means.
No. No.
Jealousy? No, ma'am. That's not it.
He didn't flag your tire because he loved you. He flagged your tire because he don't want you to go nowhere. He crazy.
We were talking about somebody. The person took the battery out of the car.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
What
in the
straight up
world?
took the battery out the car.
That's not healthy. That is not.
Veronica says ignoring is red flags.
It is.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's that double Dutch kind of stuff where they.
I'm in it. Yeah, like I'll see you calling me.
Yeah.
I'll be like, no, that's okay.
You be on the phone with her, and every time you mention something that she don't want to talk about, her battery low.
Right.
She gotta go. Every time you try to ask him about something that he don't want to talk about, he got a call coming through. He
I
gonna
gotta take this real quick.
Yeah, let
I'll
me
call
take
you
this. Yeah, it's been baby. Let me take this.
Right.
Let me take
That's
this.
definitely a red flag that people will, you know. But mine is like we haven't officially said we official,
But we doing official
but we
stuff.
doing official stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Talking about you can't talk to nobody else. I thought we weren't official, player.
right. I'm mad at you because you went out of town, but I'm not your man. I'm
Right.
not your woman. What you mean?
I'm mad at you because you still on these dating sites and you talking to me. We not together.
First of all, I'm gonna need. We're on a date. First of all, I'm gonna need you to cancel all that.
Right? Yeah, yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
why? I just met you. I don't know you like that. Oh, so you out here hoeing?
Right.
Oh, sir, it's time to
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
It's time to go.
Like mine was the girl. She was like, "Oh, so you just out here trying to talk to my cousin, huh?" I said,
don't know
first of
you.
all, I don't know your cousin. Second of all, I didn't know that was your cousin. Why y'all on the same dating site? Third of all, we're on a dating site.
Dating site.
Like,
That's what
come
it's
on.
called. A
Like,
dating site.
come on. It don't make sense. It
Right.
doesn't make sense.
I think that lack of communication, that's basically the thing. Like, I'm just not gonna ask any questions. I'm just gonna leave it all there and I'm gonna hope for the best. No.
Yeah, man.
Ask some questions.
Listen, so now we've identified the signs, red flags. We've given you guys an idea of what like rough patches are and stuff like that. So let's go to the healing aspect of it. Again, I want to bring up this poem. And what we're talking about in this poem is the relationship aspect. Remember, the relationship you have with yourself most likely will reflect the relationship that you eventually get in. Right?
Say that again for the people in the back, please.
The relationship you have with yourself, how you love yourself, take care of yourself, how you think of yourself.
Or the way you don't do any
Or the way you don't,
things.
right? The way you don't show up for yourself, the way you don't do a lot of things that you need to do for a healthier version of yourself will ultimately reflect in the people that you date or deal with on a sexual or emotional level.
That's why you keep attracting the same person.
Right.
So,
right.
Continue.
Right. I got to say it like Cat Williams.
What?
If you out here saying all niggas ain't shit, you need to find out what it is about your vagina to keep attracting shit niggas.
Move on, sir.
What you meant to say is all niggas you fuck with ain't shit.
Your grandmother's. But anyway.
I was just saying, I know. She know her grandson. She know her grandson. So while we're going to that, now we're going to the healing aspect of it and moving forward, right? We're trying to get you from 3 to 5. 5 says, again, I walk down a different street. I know you don't see it there because really 5 is where you define new behavior.
Well, actually, between 3 and 4 is where you learn the tools, right? You got to define that behavior. You see the hole, like in 3, right? You see the hole. You got to hold yourself accountable. And then you have to learn some tools and strategies to practice between 3 and 4 so you can get to 5.
Right.
Because if you don't have practice, people don't become great if they don't practice.
Definitely got to practice.
And looking at you, loving you, caring for you, understanding you, all the things about you.
But by the time you get through practicing and you've perfected your practice over an amount of time, you've, gone down that same street, but now you're doing your best to dodge holes, or you're at best you're falling in holes a lot less than you used to.
Right.
Right? Then you can get to 5 eventually and you'll say, I'll walk down a different street.
That's leveling up and behavior modification. You are so right.
Right. So, with that said, we're going to talk about boundaries.
You done cussed again.
I did. Therapy, self-worth, and rebuilding trust in oneself.
You cussing. You probably need to stop.
All these things represent moving forward, healing, doing what you need to do to be better for yourself so you can be better for somebody else eventually.
Right.
Yeah.
I love the way you said that because you have to first be better for yourself. A lot of people, I got to get fine so I can go out here for no, for you.
Yeah.
The same way on the outside, you get better on the inside. So it becomes an inside out process, right?
Right.
You work on the inside so you can be better for yourself on the inside and the outside.
So there's tons of resources, self-help books, all these different things that's out there.
Courses that we
Courses that we teach,
therapy that we do, coaching that we do,
right?
free groups that we do.
So talk about the women's group that's on every Tuesday.
Awesome. So we have a women's group that meets Tuesday. Well, it's alternating. There's two. You can choose. The first one, the first one is Finding Queendom. And I have on my Finding Queendom necklace. If you would like to purchase one, go to my website and get one. But Finding Queendom is really about women supporting, understanding, and helping each other to establish her. Her is you, right? The her in you. The practice that I started, Establish Her, is really deeply on the foundation of you as a woman being the creator, right? You are the creator. You birth nations, right? And so when we birth nations, though, we tend to do it broken or at least cracked, right? We feel like we have to carry the world on our shoulders and sacrifice for everyone and do and do and do and do. And just when we think we can't do anymore, we do again. And we are so exhausted and tired that all we want to do is sleep sometimes. That's a sign of depression. I'm going to just tell you. That's a sign of depression. Or it might come up as anxiety. But we, especially as brown and black folks, don't want to recognize that.
Yeah.
Right? Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm fine. I just need to pray. So we deal with all of those thoughts as it relates to being a woman who is a woman of color, in particular black women, dealing with navigating life and the issues that come with being a black woman in life. So that's one. The other one is alter ego, which is alter like all on the altar. And the reason why we called it that is because we are really dealing with the intersection of being a woman of color, in particular a black woman, who deals with her faith and issues in life. Because a lot of times the church will tell us, just pray it away, go to God, God got you, all of those things. And I firmly believe that God gives a lot of talents. Therapist is one of them. And so it is necessary to help you navigate through life's challenges.
Right.
So those are the two groups that women, female identified folks, can be a part of. The way to be a part of that is if you send me a contact message on my website, www.aprilautumnsparks.com. April like the month, autumn like the season, sparks like sparksfly.com. And send me your email address saying that you would like to be a part of the group. And I'll probably call or text you and talk a little bit to you to find out, because men have tried to get into the group. And then I'll send you the email and everything for that. So, yes. And then what is the male identified resource that we offer?
So I run a group on Wednesdays called Purpose. And it's a private men's group, and it focuses on men issues in the African American diaspora, dealing and being a man in this country. There's not a lot of, until recently, there's not a lot of outlets and things that are for men. You have these women conferences, you have these retreats and all this other stuff, right? But in the past 20 years, men have just now started to realize that getting help mentally for your health is important. June was just here last month. Among everything else, June was Men's Mental Health Month, right?
Especially black men.
Especially Black Men's Mental Health Month, right? Mm-hmm. So what I do is I hold a telehealth group every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And what we do is we talk about everything that affects men. And you would be surprised if you could be a fly on the wall, but you can't if you're a lady. But you'd be surprised the kind of things that these men talk about, which seem to be so trivial to other women that they don't even feel comfortable talking about it to women, right? So we give them a support group. We also help them find their purpose because we give them guidance and direction on how to do things like manage and be aware of their emotions, what to do with their emotions, how to get back on business, like finding who they are, finding their purpose, right? Job, career, dreams, goals, all of that. Prioritization, right? Understanding what love actually is from a man's point of view, giving it and receiving it, right? We want men in this realm on Tuesdays, on Wednesdays, to feel like they have a voice because their voice matters, their emotions matter, their feelings matter, right? And if we are to be, as men, the kind of men that black women want, then black women have to understand that we have to have a space that is co-created by black women for black men and by black men for black men, right? When we do that, we now know or will then know how to create space for our black women. So now we create reciprocity, which is the end goal of this whole situation, right? Because then I'm pretty sure in her group, she's showing and teaching women about how to create safe space for men. It's not an echo chamber. Neither groups are echo chambers. We're not here to co-sign anybody else feeling. We're not here to bash women. We're not here to bash men, right? If you come in either one of those groups with that kind of attitude, you will be swiftly dismissed because that's not what this is for. You can air your grievances, right? Because you have legitimate grievances, black woman. You have legitimate grievances, black man. But the thing is, after you air your grievances, we are solution based. So what are we going to do about it?
Right.
We're looking at, is it really them? For this particular situation, for this particular grievance that you have, black man, with your black woman, is it really them or is it you? Taking accountability, showing what that looks like.
And a lot of times it's easier to deflect than it is to take accountability. There's that word again.
Right,
Right.
right.
And then lastly, we have a group that we say it's couple support group, but it's not.
Right.
Because we have singles, we have some of everyone in there. If you are a person who would like more information about what it takes to partner with someone, I sat all the way down. Love it. If you would like more information about coupling or being seriously partnered and what that really looks like, I think sometimes that folks take, they think like everybody knows how to partner. And even the people who think they know how to partner with someone don't.
Right.
They don't have the intel, they don't have the information, they don't have the deets. And so we have difficult conversations, and the group is called Us Evolving. And it's not just about us as a couple, us as a community, us as singles, us as individuals. My sister in love, Katura, hey girl, said something so powerful. She was like, in us, there has to be a you.
Before there can be an us. Right.
In us, there has to be a you before there's an us. Because if there's no you, it's just an S just out there floating around.
Right. If there's no you, then there's no us.
And so we talk about how to be independently an individual in a couple, how to come to relationships, learning things about relationships, learning about yourself, learning about your partner, learning about our community. We talk not just heteronormative, but we have folks in there that are in the LGBTQIA population who are talking about their relationships as well. And it is just a wonderful time for our community.
It's a time basically for singles and married and non-married, seriously partnered, gay, straight people, anybody who literally just does not know how to be in a relationship, how to maintain a healthy relationship, how to start a relationship,
For
right?
those who just want to talk about relationships and continue to gain information to make their relationship be better, grow and stretch and evolve.
And the reason we have it for couples is because we want couples to speak to individuals, and we want individuals to speak to couples, right? Because there's something that we can learn on both sides of the coin. And so it's a very huge group. It's a very nice group that happens every Thursday. And we do it because we want to bridge the gap. We want to show other people that there are people, despite what you think, who are going through the same thing and who may have already made it out, made it over, or have a solution that you may be able to work with, right? So when you come to these groups, from the women's group to the couples group and everything in between, every group is to get you partnered or to get you in the digital world or the digital room with somebody who is going through something like you, who has been through something like you, or for you to share your story so you can help somebody else come out on the other side, or maybe you guys can figure it out together, right?
This is that community that we talk about building and supporting each other and loving each other through to get to another level.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right.
So we also offer therapeutic and coaching services to help people get to where they would like to go. I say this all the time. You can create the life that you want to live. You can create that. You can. I think a lot of people are stuck in 3, and it is survival. Survival. You can learn how to thrive. You know, another person at the wellness retreat yesterday said, you know, I'm sure our ancestors are looking at us saying, I ain't go through all that I went through for you to continue to do the same thing over and over and over again.
Right.
Can you do something different, please?
Right.
Do something different. Learn something different. My whole conversation yesterday was about demystifying therapy for communities of color. And we're the people who have gone through and experienced the most trauma, and we're the people who engage the least.
Mm.
And we went through the myths and all of those things. People talk about insurance. Oh, it's too expensive. It's not.
It's not even for cash pay. It's not expensive.
It's not. If you have insurance, if you have HSA, there's so many things. There's a sliding scale.
Right.
If you are serious about your Starbucks habit, you can do therapy. Listen, I know you're looking around because you're serious about yours.
What?
But anyway, it is a way to afford it. It is not just about, oh, that's a privilege. And no, it is
Don't
wellness.
niggas talk to nobody.
It's wellness. If you want to have mental wealth, that's what it is. You tend to your mind, your body, your spirit, the whole thing.
How about if you just want to be mentally free?
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Some of y'all are in mental jail and have been for years. Y'all serving time in y'all own mind.
Your own mind.
And it's time for you to be mentally free. Brothers, fellas, it's time for you to be mentally free. How they have socialized us to think that we are supposed to be as men in this country, it's antiquated.
Very.
It's draconian. For those who don't know what big words are, it's outdated.
I was like, you brought out the big words.
Yeah, I was going with the big words.
Say,
big words.
Get it, baby.
I just looked it up yesterday. So, but listen, Black woman, it's time for you to be free.
Black man, it's time for you to be free.
So get help. Get mental help, right?
Yes.
And with that said, let's ask these last few questions. What's a turning point? What turning point in your toxic relationship that led you to choose something different?
One of the things that I hear in therapeutic process a lot is people are just like numb.
Oh yeah.
I did a reel yesterday on depression and how depression shows up in the communities of color. And a lot of people feel like depression is like, oh, I'm crying uncontrollably, or I'm overwhelmed and sad. And that can be a thing. But for the most part, as a resilient people, that's not how it shows up.
No.
It shows up numb. It shows up like I'm isolating myself. I'm distracting myself. I'm using drugs and alcohol or other things to further numb myself. I'm going in. Delon said isolation. Those are the things. Those are the things. And so when people come for services, they're just like, I don't know. I just don't feel right. And nothing makes me happy anymore.
But then when you start to feel something, because you ain't felt it in a while, then you're going to run.
Right?
Yeah.
It's numbing.
Yeah. You're going to numb yourself because a lot of us, let's be honest, Black folk, a lot of us are used to the numb. It's become our chaos that we've confused. That numbing has become our chaos that we have confused with butterflies in the stomach.
Right.
Right?
One of the things we typically show, I thought I put it in there, but is a feelings wheel. Because we typically don't talk about feelings and we don't experience feelings. The feelings that we feel are happy mad, happy sad. That's it. There's such a wide array of feelings and emotions that we can and do feel. But because we don't give ourselves the permission to feel, and we socially have not been given that permission, we're like, oh,
yeah,
happy sad, happy mad.
Can't have no emotions around here. They're going to think I'm weak.
Exactly, especially for men. Like if I show an emotion, if I'm other than mad, then it's, what's wrong with you?
Right.
No. Be curious. Tell me how you're feeling today. And if you ask a man and they're like, that's okay, because they're not used to people asking them about their feelings.
Right. Right.
The other thing I learned from you, sometimes it's not what are you feeling, it's what are you thinking.
Correct. Because men never really get a chance to feel, but they never, ever get a chance to think about. They never get a chance to think. Because thinking would require you to slow down and process something that you don't get a chance to normally process. We have Black men out here that think they take time to think, but that only when it comes to getting the bag, how we gonna survive, eating, all the other necessities of life.
All the things that we're talking about is on a level of thriving, not surviving.
So when you're out there and you're feeling what you're feeling, you have to understand. Take time to think about it. Take time to process it. Take time to say, yes, I'm feeling emotions. What are these? Take time to divulge in it. It's your time. There's no rush process on trying to figure out emotions, especially if you've never dealt with them before. You're not less of a man because you stand up on 10 toes and say, that hurt me. I didn't like how that felt.
Yeah. That's a real thing. That's a real thing.
All right. So again, the question is, what turning point in your toxic relationship that led to you to choose something different? Basically, what happened in your relationship that led you to choose to not be in that toxic relationship anymore?
A lot of people probably sick and tired of being sick and tired.
They finally woke up. Wake up, nigga. Nigga, wake up call.
Yeah,
Do you remember what it was for you?
I was tired. I was tired of feeling small.
Yeah.
I was tired of hiding and not being me.
Yeah.
Like I didn't recognize me anymore.
Yeah.
And I did not like that. Because I actually like who I am.
Right.
And it was like, you don't like, that's it. That was it. Oh my gosh, thanks. It was like, you don't like me. You like an image of me that you want me to be. I'm sorry. I like me.
Yeah, for me it was one of those things that said, okay, if I'm this, if I'm what you say I am, let me just go. But when I go, I'm still getting the whip on the back. And I'm like, wait a minute. I thought you just said I was this. I'm agreeing with you. I'm letting you have it, essentially. I'm not really agreeing. I'm letting you have it. And I'm saying, okay, let me move out the way of progress. And then I move out the way of progress, and I'm getting the whip on the back as I go out the door. So now it's like, oh, you just want to dominate. You just want to run me into the ground. You don't want solutions. You want vengeance. And that's why I was like, yeah, I'm going to put this shield on my back called the love that God has for me. I'm going to walk out that door. And I'm going to be all right. You'll figure it out. Because I know I'm going to figure it out for me. Because I'm finna go talk with God for about a while. We're gonna do a reset button. It's, instead of Staples, it was Jesus reset button. Just press the button. Reset.
Yes. Most definitely.
So we want to hear from you guys. What led you guys to wake up and say, I don't want to be in this toxic relationship anymore? What?
Anyone? I don't think
nobody.
so. I don't think so.
Yeah. All right. So another one is, what advice would you give your past self? Wow. I would say my past self, I would say, listen beyond the surface. Listen beyond the surface.
So you would be cryptic with you.
Yeah.
With you would say something, but you would
listen beyond the surface and then disappear. And I'm like, the young me is like, what does that mean? You know.
That's what I mean. Right. Really, you gonna be cryptic with your message?
Listen beyond. No, but listen deeper. Like, listen to what whoever's saying is really saying. Like, pay attention with your mind, but use your heart at the same time, so you can understand what they're saying. Because what they're saying, it's not all logical. There's some emotion in there. Obviously, we're searching for the logical aspect while not stripping away the emotional aspect to the logical. So that's what I would tell myself, my younger self.
I would tell my younger self, it's okay to date and not be in a serious relationship. Yeah. And some people be like, oh, you out here all and all.
I told myself that a while ago.
You did, but here's the thing. Men get that message quite frequently. So then if you run into women who don't get that message, who the message is, you should be in a relationship, quote unquote, good girls do relationships. Good girls don't date around. Good girls, all of those things. And I'm not saying just have sex with everybody. I'm saying date.
Right.
I'm saying learn what dating is. I'm saying understand who you are and what that means before you try to settle down and make it happen with one person.
Right.
I don't think enough young girls and women are told that it's okay to date. Dating, it's okay.
Lori Harvey was told that.
And She alright,
She out here switching niggas like people's. Yes, she out here.
and that's fine.
That's her.
And that's a good thing.
Do her.
If that's what you want to do.
Make
But
it happen.
she's learning who she is, and she's having fun. When she's ready to, it's funny when men are ready to settle down. They're like, okay,
Like,
okay,
right.
I'm making a choice. But if women don't like early, girl, you better sit yourself down, close your legs. Who said my legs were open? Nobody. But there's an assumption
Yeah.
that if a woman is dating, that she's doing something wrong.
Right.
No,
But a man can date and figure himself out.
right.
Yeah.
Figure yourself out, dude. Now we are taught, go get your bag. Well, dating, no. Date, travel the world, have fun, do those things, learn yourself. So
Some people scared of themselves. I don't know.
well, that is true too.
I do
That's
not
why
know.
you should learn.
Right.
That's why you should learn yourself. Last question.
Last question.
Awesome.
What
You picked that.
does healthy relationships look like to you now? Woo.
Prioritizing myself. And people say, that sounds so selfish. You married. Yeah, I am. And he prioritizes himself too.
Yeah.
He better.
Yeah.
And then we prioritize each other.
Yeah. Again, it's a collective effort for the betterment of the relationship, i.e., nobody's bigger than the program. It ain't just you in the program. It ain't just me in the program. Nobody's bigger than the program. The program is the relationship.
Right.
And if you guys are not doing what you need to do individually, so you can do it collectively, you're going to fail.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
If you're not recognizing the red flags before you jump in a relationship, if you're thinking chaos is beautiful and is normal.
You know, when people are like, yeah, organized chaos. I'm like,
Okay.
What does that mean to you? Help me understand that.
Go on, sign up for
Give
these
me
services.
Give me some context about that. Right? That just doesn't.
I got to say something that's
Go ahead,
probably going to
say.
be,
Look, Lord, let me get my cup.
it's probably going to be hurtful. Black folks, stop engaging in struggle love.
Oh, that ain't hurtful. That's real. Yes. It doesn't have to be.
Stop engaging in struggle love. Struggle love does not mean it's real love.
Who said that?
Oh my God.
You know, I can say, you know, for some of our parents, like the struggle was that sounds so. The struggle was real.
Struggle is real.
For real, like the things that they were dealing with and had to go through. The struggle was real, and I'm not saying that we don't have struggles now in this day and age. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, again, they have done things for us to be able to do things differently. And so for us to engage in this thing called struggle love, there's no reason, right? We should be thriving, not just surviving. I don't want to live a life of surviving. Anytime I think about that, I think about good times every time. Good time. And we kind of, not really.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But
Pretty good.
yeah, no.
Struggle love is not for black folk.
No, you don't have to do that.
It's not for black folk.
You don't
It
have
don't
to.
work.
That's
don't work.
not what you have to do. You don't have to do anything.
So for me, a healthy relationship looks like now vulnerability. Vulnerability.
Oh, here's one. Transparency.
Yep. Transparency. Vulnerability and transparency. With myself first.
Being able to have difficult conversations without trying to control the person's response.
Right.
That's
right.
hard. That's hard, but true.
Somebody's being just attention seeker. So anyway, listen, this has been a wonderful, wonderful conversation. We want you guys to definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
We're up to 195 subscribers. If we can get to 200, we can start halfway monetizing. All right?
5 more. We need 5 folks.
5 more.
Come on.
Say 5 in your paw. 5.
5.
I need 5 in the paw. Need 5 more, right? So 5 more, we'll be able to monetize, right? No. And we'll be able to start doing merchandise.
Yes.
Discounts on services.
Yes.
Our therapeutic services.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody may get a gift card to somewhere or two.
Yeah.
Right? So there's all types of stuff that's going to come along as soon as you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yes, we have a YouTube channel. You just not figured that out? Okay. I don't know. She just not figured that out.
Also, don't forget, if you are interested in services or any of the groups that we mentioned, you can go to www.theobsidianluxgroup.com and leave us a contact information card, or April Autumn Sparks. April like the month, autumn like the season, sparks like sparksfly.com.
That's right.
And you can either say the men's group, the women's group, or the Us Evolving group. So
don't forget to use that QR code right here, because we have a Starbucks habit. No, it's for support. We want to get your support, and we want you guys to leave a comment. We want you guys to reach out. Some of you guys have our numbers, the direct contact numbers, but we really would like the support in the business. So definitely scan that QR code when you can and show us some support for this live stream. Also, we just opened up a new Twitch account. We'll be sharing exclusive content pretty soon, starting next month on the Twitch account, including seminars, including, what else do we have? The courses, right? The mini courses, right? And they'll be all available on Twitch. That way you can go to them live, right? You set it up. This stream is live on Twitch right now, okay?
Right.
And the Twitch handle is just like you see it, the Obsidian Lux Group. Just like you see it right at the bottom for the YouTube channel. Same thing for Twitch, okay?
Are we on TikTok or Facebook?
We're on Facebook, the Obsidian Lux Group on Facebook. You can definitely find us that way. It's a page. We have engaging conversations. We make posts, and you definitely can post on Facebook and drop some knowledge or some gems that may help somebody get through the day.
Yep.
Right?
Well, we hope you have enjoyed our conversation as well as this beautiful background of Houston, Texas.
Listen, the background always does it. Can't lose. Always works. And we love it.
Yeah.
We love it. And the background last week was nice too, though.
It was.
Yeah.
It was the other side.
It was the other side.
Yeah.
Background was
But
nice.
somebody likes this one better.
You know what?
I just said somebody.
Get
I
your
didn't
dog.
say who.
Get your
Give me
dog.
my baby.
Get your dog.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby.
Get your dog. All right. You guys have a good one. We will see you next time.
Say bye.
Where did you come from?
You ready to go outside?